I'm going to be ringing a singing bowl here. If you have sound sensitivity, please turn your volume down at this time. Alrighty, everybody. Let us check right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this afternoon. I hope you are well. Let's check in on the collective energy, shall we? Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. What storyline would you like to share with the collective, Spirit? Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Central energy, please, Spirit. Central energy. The Nine of Swords. Somebody is feeling hopeless, suffering some trauma. In the challenge position, we have strength in the reverse. They don't have any strength. In the subconscious, we have the Ten of Wands, burden. They might be thinking about the burden that they had placed on you in the recent past. This one kind of came out and slid into the reverse. The Eight of Cups. It came out and it slid into the reverse, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So they don't know what to do. There's a fear of change, a fear of loss, clinging to the past. But they're in a Ten of Swords. Burden. Defeated. Intentions and expectations. Victory. Or getting in a chariot and going on a journey. Their intention was winning. Their intention was to go on the journey, but they have a defeat in the near future. Well, if I go like that, then this is a 9 of Cups in the reverse, which is they did not get a wish fulfillment. They're very smug and indulgent. And we've got the Sun in the reverse, arrogant, careless. The lens it's being looked through. The 4 of Cups in the upright, disconnected. In the environment. The Fool reversed. They made bad choices, behaved recklessly. Hopes and fears. 7 of Swords reversed. They got caught being malicious. They want to come clean. They want to confess, or that's the hope, or and the outcome is an 8 of Pentacles. Positive potential, skill development. Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Proposals and the closing out of a cycle. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Communication, arguments, fighting over this spiritual throne of a creator, of an artist. They're in despair because they were fighting for the spiritual throne for this creator from an invisible place, trying to take the throne that belongs, and the body that belongs to an arcana for entertainment, so they could call themselves sovereign and cause hardship for people. So they're in trauma because they were fighting over the spiritual throne of the creator. Okay, we'll just keep it short and sweet on the board. They're in trauma and despair, and they don't have any strength. They're in the strength reversed. Martyred. This could be the completion of the creator, whoever is on this spiritual throne. It's the completion of their burden. And it could be the beginning of this person's burden. Love. love. They tried to martyr love. They tried to martyr love. So they have a fear of losing everything. They're clinging to the past. They're suffering a painful ending with this Ten of Swords here. Everything's collapsing. There's a person in the limelight position, or this could be seen by everybody. It might be public, or there's somebody in a limelight position who has gained a victory over this. Somebody trying to steal this person's spiritual throne. And they gained a victory. Whoever this is that's being martyred or in trauma and despair, they're in a Nine of Cups reversed, and the Sun reversed, and the Strength reversed. Observation. Everything that they have done has been seen. Four of Cups, they've been disconnected. They've been disconnected from the home of those who shine. They don't get a new beginning. They acted carelessly and recklessly. They took some risks, and they don't get a new beginning. They're getting disconnected from the home of those who shine, who have light within them. Disconnect. They got caught being malicious. There's a need for some confessions. Somebody needs to explain themselves. Haunting. They got caught being malicious. They got caught haunting people, playing with their minds. We got hard work here. They've been working really hard with the spirits here to haunt people maliciously. To haunt people maliciously in the mental body. Playing a player. Causing drama, causing people to go in the grave. People who were just, oh my gosh. So this player was causing drama, causing people to go into the grave, who were true blue, authentic, transparent leaders. They weren't playing any games. They weren't playing any roles. They really were what they said they were. And this wise guy decided, with this tribe of vain people, decided to make them absent. They martyred them. Innocent people who were innocent, peaceful people. They made them invisible. And now justice is going to be served because they're being remembered as important. These personalities who drove their mind using the spirits haunting them will be getting a visitation. These religious or religion, here and now, arcana. So whatever you believe, you can believe whatever you want. But you can say the Almighty God is paying a visit to people who use these spirits to haunt people in the mental body and cause them a premature transition so that they could be in their leadership roles and have their wealth. So basically, that's where we're at. Alrighty then. So collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. They're in trauma and despair. They were fighting for the spiritual throne of the Creator. They were fighting for the spiritual throne of the Creator himself. They thought they were going to be God. Somebody thought they were going to be God. Somebody thought they were going to be God. All they had to do was kill love. And those who were love. They're being martyred. They don't have any strength. Prideful people decided they wanted that throne. They wanted to be God. They wanted the throne that belongs to the Creator. They're being martyred. They don't get a soul tie. They don't have any strength. They don't get a soul tie with love because they put love in a Ten of Wands burden. And what is this? We got another one here that flipped over. Daydreaming. Longing for you. Longing for you to make it okay. You always made it okay. Not anymore. Conversation. Somebody wants to talk to you. It's a completion of your burden. They're clinging to the past. They're suffering a defeat. They're unsatisfied. Somebody in the limelight position gained a victory over this. The Creator, the Almighty. We got dishonesty here. By lying, I ripped us apart. Yes, they lied and they got ripped apart from the Creator. They got cut off. There's no more connection here. They've got cut off from the sun. The sun is in the reverse. They got cut off for the sun because they tried to steal the spiritual throne of the sun. Nine of Cups reverse. They didn't get a wish come true. Everything that they have done has been seen. We have chemistry. We have passion. It's intense passion. There's a disconnection from the home of those who shine. These ones are being disconnected from the home of those who shine. They can't sabotage the home of those who shine. They got to get kicked out. They're being disconnected. They're not going to be given an opportunity to sabotage them. They're the Fool reversed. They didn't get a new beginning. They're not innocent. They took some careless, very risky risks. They made bad choices, and there's disconnect. They neglected to give you what you needed. They're in a Seven of Swords reversed. They got caught being malicious. They're confessing to haunting people in the mental body really hard. They're confessing to haunting people in the mental body. They worked really hard at it. That was their profession. That was their skill and their talent. They're feeling overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining them. They're feeling broken and shattered about this. and it's too late to take any action. They're out of time. You are seen as an irreplaceable being. You've got your shine on. And these ones made mistakes. They want your forgiveness. They're being held back. You never lost hope for your destiny. They're confused because the truth is out. Everybody knows the truth. This chaser is in disagreements. They think everybody should understand how they feel. And they miss their opportunity for a commitment with you. They want to escape. Everybody's talking about their inside jokes that they were making while they were attacking you from the shadow. They want to mend the connection. Their values are all about money. They're running away because you know exactly what was going on. They don't know what to do. They've got habitual patterns and they're unworthy. They caused a lot of damage and they're in regret because there's unfinished business regarding their secrets that they've been doing in the shadows against families. They're being separated from soul contracts because they didn't appreciate any of them or the people who loved themselves. This is an unexpected outcome because the reunion happened. An inseparable love, an equal give and take, and everybody gets the reward of whatever they've earned. Some folks who are guilty are getting detached from you in this new chapter. They will fill your absence. So they were fighting. This whole thing has been because they wanted to steal the spiritual throne of the Creator, of the Most High, of the Son, of the Christ. They failed. They failed. They didn't get a soul tie. They're being martyred. They're daydreaming about you. They are in a strength reversed. They're longing for you. They want you to make it okay. You are love. Love makes everything okay. And they envied you and they tried to destroy you. And now it's like they don't get a soul tie with you. So that's it. They don't get love. Love isn't going to make everything okay for them anymore. They have to make everything okay on their own. They're going to have to learn, I guess. This is a completion of your Ten of Wands burden. You are love. Somebody wants to hear your voice. Or they want to call and make up. Of course. Blame. They blamed you. Clinging to the past. Everything's collapsing. They are unsatisfied. There's a person in the limelight who is open to seeing both sides of this situation. They're very disciplined. They can accomplish whatever they set their mind to. They're a very big presence. This is the person that they tried to steal this position, but they lost. The person that belongs in that position won. These ones lied, and they have been disconnected. Eight of Cups reversed. Ten of Swords in the upright. You're free from them. You're free from them. They've been disconnected. The Sun is in the reverse. They've been disconnected from wish come true. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. Everything that they have done using sex and passion has been witnessed. There's no balance here in what they've been doing. They don't have balance. They haven't been doing the work to maintain balance. They're being disconnected from the home of those who shine. They're not allowed or cannot sabotage these people anymore. They cannot sabotage these people anymore. They're not friends, and they won't be friends. They're being disconnected from your home. They can't come in and get a friendship with you so that they can cause crap for you. They're being completely disconnected. They made bad choices. They took some risks. They were reckless, and there's disconnection again. They neglected to give you what you needed. They gained a friendship with you just so that they could steal your blessing, and they're not going to be able to do that anymore. They're getting kicked out of the house. There's death here. For those who neglected you. They got caught being malicious, using the Ouija board, using spirits to haunt people in the mental body. They're overwhelmed. They're stressed out. The stress is draining them. They don't know what to do. They were working really hard with the spirits to cause mental anguish for this leader. They're not happy. They're feeling broken and shattered. They're not happy. We've got trust on the bottom of the deck. You accept that your inner voice always guides you correctly. And these ones are in fear because you're entering relationships that serve the higher good. And they're under judgment for what they did to abundant, limitless beings out of pride. They have to surrender their need to control. Everything happens in divine order. You stayed on the lighter side of life. You focused on humor and courage. And you faced everything very well by yourself. You were able to effect a change by managing this adversity with honesty, with truth. Truth overcame adversity. And you gained your freedom with love. It never left your mind. It never left your heart. It was your number one purpose in life. If not with the world, then in your heart and your mind, there it lived. There it lived. And you nurtured it in your mind. You have the most fantastic family in the multiverse. And they're all right here. So these ones are in trauma and despair because they were trying to steal the spiritual throne of the Creator. And they failed. They were very prideful and egotistical, and they failed. And they're facing poverty. They've lost everything. And poverty, it's not just material wealth, because they weren't just playing with material wealth. They were playing with the energy, the life force vitality, the light that is within the body. They were spending the light within other people's body, their vitality. They weren't a friend. Mature man. Strength reversed. Daydreaming of you. They're being martyred. They didn't get a soul tie. They were envious. They blamed you. This is a completion of your burden, your 10 of Wands burden. You are love. Somebody wants to have a conversation with you. There's a journey here. They are clinging to the past. They're collapsed. Everything collapsed. They're in defeat. They're unsatisfied. The person in the limelight, this creator that they tried to steal the spiritual throne of, understands both sides of the situation, has a complete understanding with empathy, and is disciplined, and has won a victory over this. There's marriage in the reverse. These ones were not able to interfere with the marriage. They're unsatisfied because they couldn't obtain a marriage. They couldn't stop a marriage. They couldn't affect a marriage. Message of concern about the lovers. False person, dishonest. Everything they've seen, using passion and to gain wealth. They're out of balance. They threw everything out of balance. They are out of balance. They didn't get a wish come true. 9 of Cups reversed. Their sun, they have no light in them. The sun reversed. They have no light in them. They have no light in them. They've been disconnected from the gift. I've got the gift here. They were arrogant. They were trying to go for it. And so they've been disconnected from the home of those who shine. Sabotaged. They can't sabotage them anymore. They can't cause despair for them anymore. They're not friends. They took a risk and they failed. They got disconnected. They neglected you. Those who neglected to give you what you needed, there's death here. There's expectation of death, disconnection and death. They got caught being malicious, haunting the mental bodies of leaders and lovers. They got caught haunting the mental bodies of lovers. So, that is like giving, dreams of infidelity, which cause arguments and harsh feelings, messing with the mental body when it comes to love unions and stuff. Sending in Jezebel spirits, people who were attached to a Jezebel spirit coming in to mess up the union. And they use those devices and spirits to destroy people and their happiness. So they're not happy. This thief is not happy. They're feeling broken and shattered because the truth is out. They were working really, really hard with the spirits to try to gain your great fortune, to try to steal your great fortune, your life force, your essence. This main male here, there's a main male there somebody has concern about. Somebody has concern over that main male's house. A mature woman. Her mature man here is in strength reverse, being martyred. She has concern over that house and the unexpected income and the child. the innocence, them being seen as innocents. She's under adjudication and in bad health for trying to steal the sudden wealth. All up in their thoughts about what they did in a family room. So there's something about the distant horizons. There's an official person, or this privileged lady could be getting a new job as an official person. And a community that was under what? The direction of this wealthy man working against this main female. Got a message from the court about a pathway. They're going to prison. For trying to change a high honor's destiny. They're going to prison and get in a coffin for trying to change the destiny of a high honor person. For trying to dominate them. So they failed to cause a natural disaster for this artist, this creator on the spiritual throne with all their fighting. They couldn't cause an undoing for this person. They failed. They're not relaxed. They're uneasy. They have no peace. They've been disconnected. There's no soul tie. They've been martyred away from this creator, away from creator. They tried to steal the throne of God. And they're being cut off. They're being disconnected from the home of the shining ones, God's family, and they're in a nightmare because they're being cut off from the light and they're being cut off from love. And it's not your fault. They're protesting. They're blaming you. It's all they've ever done. And your love. These third wheel enemies, they're protesting and blaming you because you are love. And you refused to stop shining. You refused to be undone. They're unsatisfied. They got disconnected from marriage. They got disconnected from eternal love. They're in a Ten of Swords, collapse, defeat. Eight of Cups, reversed, loss, change, stuck in the past, aimless drifting. Creator triumphs. Love triumphs. There is a victory here. The lovers win. The false person ripped their own selves away from love. They're furious. They're furious about the evidence that they did. There's evidence of everything that they did to try to gain your family tree. And they're out of time. They're out of balance. Everything that they did sexually has been observed. They're not getting a wish come true. They're in the sun reversed. They aren't the sun. There's no light in them. Everything they did sexually has been observed. They're completely out of balance. So you are coming into your reward. You are the gift. You and your team are coming into the reward. There's unity. So you're the gift, you're coming into your reward. There will be unity. You have backup. They couldn't cause despair for you, for the home of the Shining One. There's no hesitation here. They're being cut off, disconnected. They can't sabotage you anymore. They're not your friend. They were doing rituals against self-love to try to separate people. So they will be separated from self-love and love. And those who do self-love, they're not a friend to people who love themselves. We've got origin, so there's a new family tree, there's vitality, there's a lot of life force here. And they're being disconnected from it. There's death to their vitality, to their origin. There's death to their family tree. Those who neglected you, there's death to their family tree. They're going through withdrawals. They haunted people in union. They wanted the gift. They're overwhelmed, stressed out. They don't know what to do about this gift, about your promotion. They were working real hard with the spirits to try to kill your happiness, but they're the ones who are suffering now. Bright idea. Justice. They have to live and learn about fantasies. They want to apologize. You and your friends have met your goals. These ones are blind, and they feel awkward. Everybody can see what's been going on. They're frightened and in danger. They could be mentally disturbed, and they're being stopped from mentally disturbing people. They're being stopped from disturbing sweethearts for money and their real estate. And it's too late to take any action. This is the conclusion of this. You've gained a promise. We've got these ones, they need to be ready for a curse. Religion needs to get ready for their curse. And the sweethearts are going on an adventure together. Sweet love, sweet dreams. Sweet love and sweet dreams. These ones are going through withdrawals because you rejected them. You have a vow here. They're overloaded because you persevered. We have joyfulness. So we have joyfulness. These ones failed to steal the spiritual throne of the Creator, of the Most High, of God. We've got old woman in the reverse. She could be an old woman who appears young. She could be a shapeshifter, body snatcher. Mind. The mind, this room, they're not relaxed in the room, in the mind. They're full of envy. They didn't get a soul tie. They got cut off from Creator. They've been martyred. They're in a nightmare. They're daydreaming about communicating with you, about getting with you. They have no energy. They have no strength. They're blaming you. They're protesting the fact that you are love. You are love. You are love. They're protesting love. And the fact you're going on a journey and somebody wants to hear your voice. So they are unsatisfied. They're not getting a marriage. They're not getting to partake in eternal love. They don't get that anymore. What they got here is a Ten of Swords, a painful ending, a collapse, a defeat, and an Eight of Cups reverse. They don't know what the heck they're doing. They're aimlessly wandering, or they will be. They weren't able to keep the Christ in the prison. They were too disciplined. He was too disciplined. And he triumphed. And these pleasure seekers owe the merchant. They fed him a bunch of lies. They're furious. There's evidence of everything. They owe this merchant. False people. Out of balance, using sex to try to gain a wish fulfillment, to try to gain status, haughty, prideful, no balance, no light in them. You are the gift. You are here with your team, with your reward. You are a reward. Service, priest. So we have, excuse me, looks like we have a priest reversed who was offering a service but wasn't able to cause a death, a widow. He wasn't able to cause a death for somebody. They weren't able to take out this person, and they're in despair, or they weren't able to cause despair. They're being disconnected. So they weren't able to cause a death. The two people coming into union are alive. They've triumphed over this. Those who attempted to steal the throne of this Christed being are in despair. And there's no hesitation. They're being kicked out of the home of the people who shine, and they're not able to sabotage them anymore through friendships, relationships. They're not friends. They never were friends. They use friendship to hurt people. They're being kicked out of the house of those people who shine. The garden. They can't be in the garden anymore. No enemies are allowed in the house or the home of those who shine. Nobody posing as a friend allowed to come in and sabotage what you got going on. They're being kicked out. They're being disconnected. And they cannot pollute your new family tree. This one that's coming up, the new family tree in this new cycle at the end of the shift or whatever, however that's going to be. They're not going to be allowed to stay here and pollute that tree, that family tree, those genetics. So they're all up in their thoughts over what they did to courtships, over haunting people in courtships to steal from sweethearts. They haunted the people that they were in a courtship with. They haunted them so that they could steal from them. They're a servant, and they're going to be getting misfortune. A servant of whatever you want to call it, this malicious entity that was all about stealing energy and material wealth from people, using spirits from whatever location to steal people's happiness and joy. They don't get to take part in the reunion. They're being kicked out of the house. They're being kicked out of the house. And they're in sorrow. They're being kicked out of the house of the Lord. They're being kicked out of God's house because they tried to steal his throne. They tried to trap him in a prison and steal his throne. But he was disciplined. And he has a thorough understanding of the operation. And he triumphed. Twice. They're in sorrow. There could be a young woman having a conversation about money. Sending a message about a gift or getting a message about a gift. Sighing about your happiness. Sad about your happiness. They got a letter from the Lord about a wedding. And you're coming into a surprise, a house, a fortune. You're consistent. And waiting on your lover. This soldier needs to go see the doctor. They have false hope. Praying for consolation. Okay. we're going to go ahead and leave that one there. I hope that it clarifies something for you that you already intuitively knew. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.